What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? How was your Thursday? Get anything done?
A browser is your window to the internet. It's where you access your search engine, stream your favorite shows.
Watching an ad. Got an ad. Got to make revenue somehow. I wonder if that's, I don't know. Maybe. Just waiting on Digger. See if he pops in. Hi, Dwight. How you doing? So you like seeing Digger with me? Hey, Plumber, what's up, buddy? How are you? It's okay? Yeah, it's okay. I got a high chat. I don't check messages. Sorry, the stickers must have been lost in the mail. I haven't received. Really? Damn. No shit. Wonder if I got your address right. I guess I got your address right. I don't know. Sent them to where you told me to send them. Maybe if I go to Timonium, I'll just bring stickers with me. I'm ready to fall asleep, but it's too late to take a nap. Yeah, it's a little late to take a nap. When is Timonium? I don't know if I'm going to be able to go to Timonium now. I gotta see. I gotta see. It's probably the post office. Well, yeah, probably. Hey, Corey, how are you? October 14th and 15th. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to go to Timonium. Have something. I don't know if it's in October or November. I'll have to check with my buddy Bill. I think I either have a trolley charter that Saturday or I'm helping out on the train down in Delaware. Not sure what day that is either. I think it's a Saturday, but I don't know if it's the 7th of October. I don't know. Unless you're driving. Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. What's going on, Corey? How you doing? Oh man. I saw you did Plumber, did you do an update video? I thought I saw something from you. Yeah, I hope so, but I don't know. I have to see. I hope so, but it's not looking good. What's up, Digger? Shut YouTube off.
Yeah, it's off now.
Okay.
I was just watching it first.
How are you, Digger?
I'm all right, mate. How are you doing?
Pretty good.
Hello,
Digger.
Dwight Curley, Plumber,
Digger.
Corey.
Digger. Bow
Yeah.
your head. Bow your head. Man, I'm a little jealous. You have more hair than me.
Not very much.
Well, right here you got hair. Oh, in here you got hair.
It's like Heathrow Airport, and then round the back it goes off. It's all the way back here, mate.
You got more than me. Yo, Mystic, what's up, buddy? I'm doing pretty good, Corey. Thanks.
Yo, ahoy, hi, Mystic John. How are you doing, mate? Plumber, good to see you.
Yeah, the man, the myth, the legend. Digger makes my live streams better.
Oh, I don't know about that. I do like coming on and chatting though. It's very, very good fun. I do look forward to it. I will admit that.
It's
Oh, my
easier
back
than
hurts.
typing, right?
Oh yeah. It's easier than typing, for sure.
Yeah. Back's bothering you?
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab a couple. My new meds came. I actually ran out of medication last night.
Oh, really?
The chemist, the pharmacist, supposed to deliver me medication, and I rang them and I said, "Have you got my medication? Get your finger out. I've run out." And they said, "Well, we haven't got everything. What have you run out of?" So I said, "The slow release tramadol." They said, "We'll get some of those to you and we'll bring you the rest tomorrow." That was yesterday. They didn't turn up. So I had no medication at all last night or this morning.
Damn. Was it a rough night?
Oh, yeah, I was feeling crap all day as well. I rang them up and they said the driver's got it, but it was bloody after 4:30 when they got here with it. All
Damn.
sodding day. All sodding day. Yeah.
Do you usually just get enough for the month?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got some ordinary tramadol for breakthrough pain, and I've got cocodamol. But with the slow release ones, it keeps like a level up in your body, you know.
Yeah. All right. Uh, all right, Plumber.
Uh,
Did you remember your Viagra?
Take care, Plumber. I hope you're okay on TV. Right, Corey. Viagra or Viagra. I can't get it because I've got a dodgy ticker. But even so, I think I've only got one good shag left in me, mate, and that's what's holding me together.
Yeah, you don't want to blow up.
No, not a chance. It's not an issue, you know. I'm nearly 60 now, so it doesn't doesn't enter my thoughts pattern so much.
Yeah. The Mystic, you like this duo here? Sometimes the triple is nice too. If you come on, Mystic,
Yeah.
or maybe somebody else. Corey won't come on, so I don't know. Corey, you won't come on, right?
Glad you liked it, Corey. The truth is often the funniest.
Yeah, but I don't think he wants to go, Mystic.
Not yet. No, I'm not going to risk it.
I don't quite think it's worth that.
No. No, it's not.
So where
It's
are you
not
going to put your new
important.
sign at? Where are you going to put your sign?
I've got the sign on the wall underneath my Philadelphia sign. Do you want to see?
Yeah. Show everybody.
Oh,
Or not. You don't have to.
can you see that?
Nice. See
It's
Digger's
not.
sign there? See what it says? You can't buy happiness, but you can buy model trains, and that's kind of the same thing.
And then there's the Philly
The Philly
sign.
sign. Yeah. That Philly sign, is that metal too?
Yeah.
What's
There's
the
a
other
New
what's
York.
the other sign? New York?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
See if I can get that on.
No, I see it. I see it. Yeah. Yeah, they're cool road signs.
Yeah.
You got
And
them
the
on
Wiki.
Timo, right? Timo?
Yeah. And the Wicked Witch is over there.
Oh, yeah, yeah. The Wicked Witch. That's a reminder.
Definitely.
Oh,
Get back in the phone holder.
you have a 76 out by you, Corey? All right, be right back.
Oh.
I'm melting. I'm
You've got water
melting.
on you, Dwight. You've got some water. That witch, when Ron saw the picture, she said to me, and I shown her all my other signs, my Philly and my New York sign. When I showed her the Philly sign, she said, "Oh, did Jerry send that to you?" I said, "What do you mean?" She actually thought that you'd stolen it from a road sign and posted it to the UK, like they're
That's
that big.
funny. It's a little small.
Mm.
Yeah.
And but when I showed her the Wicked Witch picture, she said, "What else have you wasted your money on?" So I pointed out she's got a big picture of a woman, like one of them canvas. It's only a cheap canvas thing, but I bet it were 20 quid.
Did you tell her how much your witch was?
Yeah. And she said, "Well, why didn't you get a picture of a train?" And I said, "Because I like this one."
You didn't tell her why, right? Oh,
I
you
told
did,
her
huh?
exactly why.
You told her why, huh?
And then I said to her after, I said, "If I'd have bought a picture of a train, would that not have been a waste?" And she said, "I don't suppose it is a waste if you like it, Digger. It's not a waste of your money. It
Yeah.
was 7 quid. I'm not going to die because of it. It was 7 quid, $7.
Yeah.
That included post and delivery and everything."
Yeah. It wasn't that bad.
No. And I said to her, because she said, if you keep buying stuff like that, it's a waste of your money. And I said, I could keep buying fucking farm animals, couldn't I? And that'd be a waste of money. And she said to me then, whatever.
Whatever,
Whatever.
Digger.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. It's a battle you can't win, Digger.
I know, but at least with these pictures and these other things I've bought and my Hot Wheels and my trains, I don't have to feed the bloody things every week.
Yeah.
I don't get a feed bill. I get a feed bill from the damn farm though.
Dwight, when's your birthday? Your birthday passed, Dwight? Your birthday passed? Did your birthday pass? Wasn't it
Oh
September?
no.
I think we missed Dwight's birthday.
Oh,
Dwight,
I'm
did we
sorry
miss your
to miss
birthday?
it like
Be right
that,
back.
sad. You should have got that tattoo, Corey. That would have been awesome.
Huh?
Corey was going to get the Wicked Witch as a tattoo.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
That would have been awesome, Corey.
How come you didn't get it, Corey?
Belated birthday wishes, Dwight. I'm sorry I missed that. That's very true, Corey. But I made
Not
my
my
point
birthday.
and I made it clear.
When is your birthday, Dwight? I thought your birthday was in September, Dwight.
Oh, it's not my birthday, so save it. I got a pre. Oh, I've got a free popcorn waiting for me at the
Yeah.
local movie theatre.
When September, Dwight? I thought it was the 13th or something.
28th.
The 28th. Okay. Do you have to go on your birthday to get it, Dwight? All right, Mystic.
It's granddaughter's birthday tomorrow.
Yours?
Yeah, Penny or Daisy.
Penny?
Might be Daisy. What I want at Littlands, it's either Penny or Daisy's birthday tomorrow.
Okay.
And today they're coming over to stay for the night.
Oh, that's nice.
And it's also my wedding anniversary tomorrow.
Oh, that's nice. You gonna, I don't know, make a meal or get some flowers or buy her a
No,
poster?
we don't do anything. It's 20 years tomorrow.
God bless you.
We
20
don't.
years.
Many a year we've both forgot, you know?
Yeah.
We've both forgotten. And sometimes I'll get her a card and she's completely forgotten. And sometimes she gets me a card and I forgot. But we don't get angry and upset.
Yeah.
She can have that Wicked Witch picture if she wants.
Yeah. I'm sure she'll like that.
Wow, Dwight. That was a quick conception and delivery.
They got married the day before you were born. Well, what about your brothers and sisters? Are you the oldest, Dwight? I have a skin condition in place. I want the tattoo. I have something. If I got it on my lower arms or legs instead, the sun would ruin it. Gotcha.
Oh, that's no
Oh,
good. But I've got them on my lower legs, but you can wear long trousers. I've got tattoos where they're easily covered if I don't want
you're
anyone to see them.
you're the youngest, Dwight. So all your siblings were born out of wedlock, huh? Wow. Your dad was a busy man.
Do you know my next door neighbour had something like that with what Corey has, but it meant she couldn't go out in sunlight, like a vampire.
Yeah.
And there's some sort of cure now. She couldn't go out in sunlight. It was like her dad were a vampire and her mum were a human or something.
Huh.
She got half and half.
That sucks. So, does the sun ruin tattoos?
Not really. And I don't know. I don't care if
Yeah.
it bleaches him out a bit. Well, big whoop. It's just a tattoo. Blah. Pirates don't worry about stuff like that.
Yeah,
You get the pirate tattoo, and if the sun bleaches it a bit, it bleaches it. Big whoop.
big whoop. Yeah, yeah. Huh.
But I saw her out in this summer. I'll just tell Corey this. I saw her outside this summer, and I said, I thought you lot can't come out in daylight. And she said, no, I can now because it's not cured, but there's some medication I can take
Uh,
to stop me melting in sun or whatever they do.
huh. Well, that's nice you can come out. Hi, Tammy. How are you?
Hi, Tommy and Ray. Good to see you. Welcome back, Mystic John. That
Dwight
was
Curley,
it.
what doesn't sound right? What doesn't sound right, Dwight? I know Jim Tedesco is live over there, but he's not really live. He's just chatting, and I don't know what he's doing over there, to be truthful. I got my
Like an
tattoos.
tattoos.
Okay.
Do you mean because they were too deep and the lines have gone blurred? Because they've gone into the subcutaneous fat layer beneath your skin?
I don't know. I don't have tattoos. My mother would have killed me if I got a tattoo.
My mother weren't impressed. She saw this one on my arm and was she frowned at me and said, "Oh, put it away."
Yeah. But, my mother would have. She wouldn't have. I don't know. She would have been disappointed, I think. I didn't want to disappoint my mother. I still don't have a tattoo.
It's just a bit of fun. It's a feature, and it's like growing a moustache or something.
I don't know. Mustache you can shave off. A tattoo you're stuck with.
You're stuck with it, which is why it's in a place where I can choose to keep it covered or not.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Arr.
That's a good one. Where did you see that one at?
Um, I just saw it in a book of tattoos, and I got my mate Sid to do it. Sid, the tattoo artist from Padiham, a town
You
called
did a
Padiham.
nice job. What's on its head? What's on its head?
A bandana with badges
No.
on.
There's like spikes on there or something.
Oh, that's just rips on the bandana. There's
Oh, okay.
badges. There's a skull and crossbone,
Yeah,
badge,
yeah.
badge, and those are two rips
Oh, okay.
on the bandana. Yeah, he did a good job. I like it.
Yeah, it looks
But
nice.
I can keep it covered, so it's up to me. It's my choice, isn't it?
Have you always
So,
been like fascinated with pirates?
yeah, I've
Did
liked
you
pirates
read
for a long time.
the first book I ever read in school was Robert Louis Stevenson, Treasure Hunt.
Treasure Island.
Treasure Island? Was that the book? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
one.
That's the first book I ever read. Yep.
Yeah, I've always liked pirates, and I think Johnny Depp did the world of pirates a great big favour. He epitomises piracy,
Yeah.
does Jack Sparrow. Brilliant character, brilliant.
What was that
And
movie? What was that movie called?
Pirates of the Caribbean,
Pirates of the Caribbean.
that was The Curse of the Black Pearl, then Dead Man's Chest, On Stranger Tides, Dead Men Tell No Tales, and then At World's End.
So Tammy had a puzzle tattoo. You know, Tammy, yesterday I saw a tractor trailer. The trailer was the puzzles. It was the puzzle pieces. It was so cool. It was the first time I ever seen that. The whole trailer was covered in puzzle pieces.
I don't, to be honest, yeah, Tammy, my mother didn't approve, but I weren't bothered. You don't like it, you don't like it. You don't have to wear it, do you? You know?
Yeah, Yeah.
Yeah, get tattoos that mean something to you.
Yeah. Get a meaningful one. I mean, not to say that your pirate isn't meaningful, but
Well, it's each to the individual, isn't it? That's meaningful
yeah,
to me.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, I mean, I don't know what I would get if I got a tattoo. Seriously, I really don't know. Never gave it much thought.
I've got a friend who's pretty well covered in them. Like, I'm saying a friend, it's somebody I know, and
Oh, yeah.
they're all rude tattoos,
Okay. Yeah.
anatomy and stuff,
Yeah.
cartoon anatomy and that. But they're all over. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
like a single one tattoo. There's dozens of them all over.
Yeah. But that's what he's into, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Who has tattoos in here? Tammy has one. Digger has one. Mystic, Corey, Dwight.
I've got
Anybody
5
else?
altogether, Jerry.
You got 5?
Yeah. Tops of my legs, bottoms of my legs, and that arm.
That's nothing. Some people have like 80 of them. They're like covered. Sleeves. I think my nephew has a sleeve from top to bottom. I see one of my friends, she's my age, and she's got sleeves and down her legs. And they're nice tattoos, though, but she's
Yeah,
covered in them too.
that sounds interesting, Tammy. I'll look that up on Netflix. Yeah, I think women's tattoos tend to be a lot more delicate and flowers and butterflies and all that kind of thing. There's a lot of tattoos designed specifically for women nowadays that
Yeah,
are quite feminine.
yeah. Corey has 4. 2 of them are are from a former employer. The heck's that mean? What does that mean?
Used to work for a tattoo artist. What job did you do there, Corey?
What does that mean, Corey? You worked at a tattoo place? 0. Dwight has 0.
A lot of scars and fingers missing. I have a
Yeah,
couple of scars up and down.
I got scars too.
We all get them, don't we?
Mystic has 0 too, huh? I thought you would have had at least one Mystic, like the Saints or something. Figured you'd have like the Saints logo on your arm or something. I don't know what it is.
I've got a genuine piece of 8. I'll show it you.
Piece of what?
Piece of 8.
Piece of 8.
Yep.
It's called a mole.
All pirates must have a piece of 8. And I have a parrot that says pieces of 8.
Pieces of 8?
Yep.
What's the significance of that?
A piece of 8, when you put all 8 pieces together, you form a pirate council. There's 9 pieces of 8, believe it or not. And the real ones were lost years ago, so you can have anything you want to count as a piece of 8, but it must be the same thing and it must be approved by every other pirate in that council. That,
Really?
my friends, is a genuine, bona fide piece of 8.
Did you make it? Huh?
That'd be telling.
Ah. Well, how is it 8?
I believe long ago, a sovereign or something was cut into 8 pieces and divided out, and each one had a piece of 8.
So that's That's a piece, one piece of the eight pieces.
Mm,
Wow, you're a pirate.
that's how it came about.
Wow.
And they couldn't make decisions unless all 8 pieces were together. But then they became somehow 9 pieces of 8 as they added someone else to the council. And over the years, the original pieces of 8 were lost. This is way after the Barbary Coast pirates who...
So, like, what if one of the pirates got killed?
yeah, well, his piece of 8 could go down to Davy Jones' locker with him, couldn't it? So
Could he
whoever took
could
his
he pass
place,
could he pass that on to somebody else?
yes, yeah, he can pass it on. But if he gets killed in a battle and goes down with his ship, the piece of 8 might well go on with him.
And
Then
then
in
what
that
happened?
case, his successor has to fabricate a new piece of 8 for himself, take it to the council and be approved.
Wow, that's a lot of work. Hey, George, what's up, Florida dog?
Hi, George. Railroad dog, good to see you.
And the pirates went looking for them and fought to complete them. Tammy, are you into pirates too?
Who isn't into pirates, Jerry? They're cool, aren't they? Pirates are the best.
I don't know much about them.
Oh, I've been a pirate all my life.
Are there good? Are there good pirates and bad pirates?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a good pirate. But I'm a pirate nevertheless.
Tammy likes pirates too. Huh. I think Mystic likes pirates. Mystic,
Mystic
you like pirates?
himself. Mystic is a pirate himself.
So you don't carry that with you?
That's all right, Corey. The Barbary Coast pirates were the wrong uns. They were the bad guys. They were the bad pirates. They
My
took
former
people,
employer.
they took slaves and stuff, and they did things to innocent people.
The Barbary Coast pirates, they were bad.
Yeah, they did. They killed innocent people and took innocent people for slaves and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Whereas, like your pirates from Britain and into the Caribbean and that, you might rob a French ship coming out of Brazil or somewhere like that that's just been and swiped all the gold from the Incas.
And
They,
would they take the ship and kill everybody, or
well, they get a choice if they want to join the crew. And then they'd sail up to Jamaica and stuff and have a real old time.
you think there were a lot of pirates?
Yeah, plenty of them.
Yeah.
The British Navy were always after them. You know what they're like. But you see, when they swipe that gold from the Spanish or even a British ship coming out of Canada, the British turned up to Canada and swiped the gold off the native Canadians. The Spanish turned up and swiped the gold off the Incas and that. So it's an Aztecs and stuff. So pirates were just like modern day Robin Hoods, weren't they?
Oh,
In the olden day Robin Hoods,
yeah,
they
but
were stealing from thieves.
they were stealing from the thieves, but they weren't giving it back to the people that it was stolen
No,
from.
most of it went on drugs and hookers, but that's by the by. And some of it they buried, but they didn't steal it initially. They stole it from a thief.
So when were when were the pirates like active, like around? What year?
late 1500s
1982?
onwards.
Huh?
Late 1500s onwards.
1500s. Okay.
And they went on from that. They went on with, late 1500s, 1600s, and for a long time.
So you don't think they were around like during Christopher Columbus? 1400s?
It could have been. Yeah, they could have been. But the Barbary Coast pirates were the first ones, weren't they?
I
But
don't know.
they carried on after, didn't they? And the Barbary Coast pirates were stealing. They were intercepting American trade ships and British trade ships and people that innocents, completely innocent, just a bloke driving his ship full of cotton, delivering some cotton, you know what I mean? Minding his own business, delivering a load of cotton from Georgia to bloody Egypt or something. They tried to negotiate, the Americans sent envoys to try and negotiate.
These guys are talking about Cork. We're talking about pirates.
Oh, quite road beds, yeah. Well, they're very quiet, aren't they? They're quieting the railway down.
Well, I got to hit the road. See y'all. All right, Corey. Have a good night, buddy. Take care. Corey says there's still pirates to this day. Yeah, the Somalis. Who else?
Yeah, but they're thick, aren't they? They're stupid idiots. It showed an American warship, right?
Yeah,
So it's Navy, it's a warship. There's giant cannons, guns, and everything you can think of, and it's full of Marines. And these
yeah.
idiots come up in a little dingy speedboat thing with pea shooters. Ding, ding, ding. What are they going to do? They think they're going to steal an American Navy vessel? What?
Yeah, they're not too bright.
They're absolutely thick.
Yeah, not too bright.
Not that long ago, they attacked a British vessel and the Royal Navy was steaming towards it, but there were a Russian military ship nearby and they flew an helicopter up and shellacked the pirates and blew them up out of water because Royal Navy couldn't get there quick enough. So Russians did it for them.
Huh. How about that? Hey, George, how you been, man? I haven't seen you in a while. You been busy at work, George? Yeah, pirates. I don't know. I don't know. I never really got into pirates. I don't know why.
When they got to Jamaica, oh, it were great times, Back then, if you saw the life they were living in Jamaica, you'd have wanted it.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
It was lovely weather, plenty of fruit. Like Corey said, the British Navy were low on vitamin C. They all got a thing called scurvy, where you're low on vitamins. Full of vitamin C over there, where they're growing oranges and all sorts, pineapples and stuff. Really grand stuff.
Yeah, that must have been something. Sailing the sea in those pirate ships.
Mm.
Is there any like museums, like pirate museums or anything?
There's a few artifacts. There's a Navy museum at Greenwich in London. There's the Navy headquarters, and they have a little museum there. They have a clipper there, a cutter, the Cutty Sark, that people can go and see. You can actually see it for free. An old tea clipper from back in the day and stuff like that. But I don't think there's a museum dedicated to pirates.
Huh. You should have started one, Digger.
Yeah, I can't
Too
be
late.
asked.
Yeah, can't do it now. You should have started it before. Updating the policy manuals. Oh man. Yeah, I figured you've been busy.
Wow. Yeah, that doesn't sound interesting.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like fun, George.
No. It's one of them things you've got to do, but it doesn't sound like it were good fun.
I just figured you were busy chasing Brightline.
So what are
Chasing
you using
Brightline
for
Rex.
road bed? What
Say again?
Dwight? Sorry,
What'd you say?
what's Dwight going to use for road beds? The cork's too expensive. When I was building my layout, the guy at the train shop said, "Don't bother using anything." He said, "Put it
Yeah.
down on the board. Put it on the board. When you ballast it, you'll hear the train coming, but it's not a big noise. It's no to worry about. It's
Yeah,
all
well,
onto
why do you need it, Dwight? You don't have to put it. I mean, because you got foam, don't you? So just it's not going to be any less noisy. Just glue your track down and ballast it and be done with it. Unless you want cork. I think like those sheets. Everybody like SRV John got sheets. I think from Amazon or something. I think
slash.
Anthony George the Sunbelt gets the sheets from Hobby Lobby.
I haven't used anything at all under my track.
Yeah. Big deal if it's noisy. Who cares? I mean, it's just like
Well, he
it's
said to
going to be
me at the shop,
noisy.
he said it's an unnecessary expense.
Yeah,
And he said, once you've ballasted it, the ballast will deaden the sound because the ballast is glued down. So it forms a
yeah,
one solid piece. He said, and there's no trains in the real world that are silent that come along the lines and you don't hear them. You hear them clattering along the line, don't you?
yeah, yeah. I mean,
Clack,
I used
clack.
cork road bed on my end, and I used foam. I put it on cork. I put the cork on the foam, but it wasn't that expensive. I think I got a box of cork end scale. I didn't even use it all. I got a box of it for like I don't know, $20 or $19, something like that. I didn't even use it all. I still got a shitload of it
Yeah.
left.
Yeah, foam board. You see, that'll deaden anything. One, that'll deaden the sound. People use that for soundproofing,
Yeah,
like what Tammy's used. Yeah, I
yeah.
like the noise the train makes.
Tammy, you notice the difference between the sound with the cork and the sound with no cork?
Ooh. It sounds awesome when it leaves the corner.
But it's really cool. You should do a video comparison. Like put the video, put the camera close to 'em to see if people notice a difference. Yeah, I mean, trains are noisy. Well, I mean, what do you think you're gonna? I mean, sometimes they're not noisy, but
Yeah,
for the
that's what
most
I
part,
think, Sam.
they're
That's
noisy.
why I like mine. They clickety clack on the tracks, don't they? Real trains,
Yeah,
and that makes it's authentic. Oh, cracker, sorry. It's actually, yeah, it sounds more realistic.
yeah. I mean, it's all right, right? Clickety clack, clickety clack.
Yeah, Johnny Cash liked the noise of a train, didn't he?
Yeah,
You
he
could hear
sure
it
did. He
coming.
sang about it all the time. Sang about trains all the time.
And BoxCar Willie likes the noise of a train.
Yeah.
Them two guys can't be wrong.
Nope. Not at all. George Is work slowing down now, or you still busy? Did Mystic
It
say
does
he'd be
come here.
back? Mystic, are you
Yeah.
here?
He said, "Be right back." He's back again. There's something going
Oh,
on
okay.
at this place.
He must be working on his layout. You
I
laying
don't
track
know.
over there?
He were in a couple of live stream. It was certainly in Mark's live stream, in Donegal Dad's live earlier.
He's busy, man. He's enjoying his little vacation.
That's funny, Tommy. It muffles the sound of Ray out.
I can't believe Ray talks too much. He's probably just watching his trains run and smiling. Does he talk a lot?
He might well do to his mum, you know.
Maybe.
All the frigging time. You know, that's like my son Jack with ADHD. He never he rang earlier to speak to me, and then he wanted to speak to his mum. He's only around the corner, 100 yards away. And he started talking to his mum. He got so excited. He went through about 6 different topics within 2 sentences. And Ron couldn't tell her what he was saying, what he were going that fast and excited about it.
How's he doing? How's he doing?
He's doing all right. I'm really proud of him.
That's good.
He's doing good. Better than I thought he would do.
So he hasn't ran yet. That's good. Maybe he likes it.
There's going to be times when he feels challenged and what have you, like we all do.
Yeah, sure.
It's how he copes with that, because he's used to being able to run away from situations.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Still busy as hell, huh? When's it going to slow down, George? And why you got to do this stuff? I thought you were in charge of keeping the peace. The hell you got to do this crap for? Tell them it's not your job. It's not my job, man. Scooby, why are you making the big? That's why you make the big bucks. Yeah, that's why you make the big bucks, Scooby.
Yeah, talking about bad days at work and stuff, that makes me not want to go into work tomorrow now.
I don't blame you.
Shove it, I'm not going.
Yeah, the hell with them. They don't appreciate you anyway.
No, I know. I'm not even going to ring them up. I'm not even going to ring them up and say anything. I'm just not going to turn up.
I don't blame you.
Best way I can get some peace of mind then.
What's he talking about?
Hiya, Ray, if you're watching. Hiya,
Hi,
Ray.
Ray. What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Enjoying
That's
your
Digger.
trains.
That's Digger down there. See him? Or over there? That's Digger. Over there.
Side on computer, yeah.
Over there? No, over there.
All right, Ray. Good man.
Digger, do you miss the social interaction of working, or do you hate people like me?
I had some colleagues that I developed good friendships with, but we weren't allowed to associate outside of that environment at all. And we're not allowed to associate even now or contact each other. So, but I do miss sometimes the interactions I had whilst I was working. But on the whole, I'm not a people person. And I think the outside world is very, very peoply and far too peoply from me. I don't hate everyone. just a lot of people. I don't do people very well.
I mean, people suck for the most part, but it's not everybody, but it's just those few that get on your nerves,
Hmm.
you know. But so, George, all railroads, even class twos and threes and like short lines, got to be battery operated by 2030. That's ridiculous. That's not happening.
What?
That's not happening.
So not
That-
overhead lines.
no, you can't. You can't put electric.
All railroads have to be battery up.
That's not happening.
How many locomotives are you going to need to pull a 12,000-foot train? You need
That ain't
100
happening.
engines. It can't happen. Oh, I can understand overhead electric. We've got more of that than ever now. You can't run them on batteries unless you're talking about model railways.
Good grief, Ray. Go back to where you came from. That's terrible.
And your 18-year-old doesn't like them. Yeah, well, some people, I'm all right with. I'm absolutely fine. I chat with my sons, and I come on here, and I've got you guys and Jerry and stuff, and I enjoy this social life very much. I can't wait to visit the States, but I think I've got to see the city and stuff, but I think it might be too much for me, if there's big crowds of people and things.
Yeah, well, I mean, I mean, you don't have to walk around the city. I mean, you just drive around, and I mean, it's not like you're staying there. You just go see and leave.
Yeah,
Whether or not you want to go inside or anything like that, it's another thing. But
yeah, I've had to stay
I
in
mean,
cities before, but I've sort of stayed at the hotel and just stayed in and around the hotel, and then got my flight out as soon as
yeah,
possible.
yeah. But I mean, there's so much to see in America that there's just like, you know, yeah, I can't see that I mean, you're going to have to decide what you really want to see,
Yeah,
you know? You're going to have to do some homework and decide what you really want to see here because there's so much to see. You're just not going to see,
well, initially I said to Ron, when the time comes, I'm going to take maybe 3 months off out there. And
okay.
and she was saying, "Oh, that'd be like you were leaving us." And I said, "No." I said, "Come with me." And she, "No, I'm not coming there. I'm not going there." But then, since she started talking to Jerry and that, now she's looking forward to visiting with me. And I suppose part of that is because she thought I weren't going to come back if I went. She thought I were going to do a runner, which I would probably be tempted to do. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if you would want to stay here. I guess it depends where you go. There's places that I would want to stay. If I could. You know,
Yeah.
but
But there's a lot more choice in America. There's a lot more things available.
yeah,
Um,
there's so
and
much. I mean, you know where you're not going to go. Right? You're not going to go where it snows and it's cold. So
yeah,
that's That's pretty
Yeah.
much that eliminates a lot of places. I mean, you might want to visit them, but you're not going to
Yeah, I wouldn't want to settle
think
down
about
there when it's
staying
cold
there.
and wet and
You know,
horrible. Like Seattle, I visit, but I wouldn't want to live there because it pisses down, doesn't it? Like it is over here.
I guess I don't know. I've never been there.
I'm told it pisses down. I nearly had a trip out there to work with work
Yeah,
from work.
like Tammy
And,
says, there's more choices and availabilities, but it doesn't mean it's better.
well, you've got more sunshine than we have, and I like the
I,
sunshine
you
when it's
know,
warm.
in talking with you over the years, I think the hardest part about being where you are is the weather and how you really can't, enjoy the summer because it's raining so much, and winters are kind of crappy. But you don't get snow, really, right?
Some years we do.
Yeah.
Um, I think 2 or 3 years ago we got that much snow, and it all landed on the car. And then when it slid off, it snapped my windscreen wipers clean off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because there was that bloody much of it.
Wow.
Sometimes we get snow, and it's just a little bit, and there's other times when we get it, and
Hey,
it's a
what's
lot.
up, Wigwag? Who's back? Ray? Ray's back? Figure if you make it to Florida, I'll take you around. Yeah,
Oh, nice
George will
one,
take you
George.
around.
Thank you very much.
I think Digger would like Florida because he likes the hot weather.
Yeah, I'd like to see an alligator.
Florida's pretty cool. I think you would like Florida because you could go to where's that? St. Petersburg, George, where the Spanish fort is, St. Augustine or something like that. That Spanish fort that fought off the pirates and all. Pirates of the Caribbean. I mean, there's a lot of cool things in Florida.
Oh, mistake. Yeah.
There's 2 weeks that never saw the sun. Yeah, that sucks.
This year here, every single day in July, it rained. Every single July day.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. There ain't shit in Ohio. Oh yeah, there's a lot in Ohio, Steven. I guess it just depends what he wants to see. There's a lot in Ohio. Ohio's pretty cool.
I would love to visit, Tammy. I really
Austin,
would.
Austin Hodges, what's up?
Hi, Austin. Honestly,
Sitting
this
here
is
and you can
the
see
main
my
thing I
goat.
want to meet. I'd like to meet my friends while I'm out there. If I've got Ron in tow, it's not going to be a 3-month tour. I'm going to have to do a month at the most and come back if Ron can
Yeah,
handle a month away from home, from her farm.
that's a lot for her. But I
But
mean, you do what you
she's
you
keen
do
to
what you
visit.
can do, right? You do what
Yeah,
you can do. I
I
mean,
can see myself having to make several visits, which I don't mind. Jet
yeah.
lag isn't a problem.
You just are there places that you really want to see? Like really, really want to see? Top of your list.
Top of my list is the 5 boroughs of New York.
Really?
Mhm. Philly, I've got to see Philly. And I don't know the Rocky statue, but I'd like to visit Gettysburg,
Okay.
Mount Rushmore, the White House with the Abe Lincoln and Washington statue and stuff.
Yeah, you want to see the monuments. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'd like to visit Arizona. There's a petrified forest in Arizona from the prehistoric times.
Oh, really?
And then there's the Grand Canyon. It's probably too much for one trip. Then there's Texas. I want to go to a proper rodeo, proper bull riding.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you could, it depends on the time of the year.
West
You,
Virginia.
West Virginia. West Virginia is a beautiful state.
Mm.
I don't know what you would see there that you would want to see. I don't know what's there that you would want to see, but it's a beautiful state. You need to go to Niagara Falls. Everybody says that. Like, why? Like,
That's
I
where I
don't know.
saw the argument between a Canadian border guard and American tourists on the TV.
I've never been to Niagara Falls, but it just doesn't like. It's not like on my list. It's not even like
I
remotely.
believe it's a honeymoon destination, isn't it?
A lot of like a lot of people from like when my friend's family from Italy comes over, they everybody wants to go to Niagara Falls and see Niagara Falls. I I guess I guess it's okay, cool, but it just isn't like it's not my first destination to come to. It's not even my like 2000th. It's like not even like on my list of places to go visit. And it's not far. It's probably, I don't know, maybe 4 hours away, 3 hours, 5 hours, 4 hours. It's just not, it's like, it's just water.
Yeah,
I don't know.
there's a Victoria Falls in Africa, and there's a Horseshoe Falls over there as well, isn't there? Where
I
you
don't know.
guys are somewhere.
I don't know.
Yeah, Blue Ridge Mountains. That were a Laurel and Hardy song, wasn't it?
John Denver sings about West Virginia.
Yeah, but
Almost heaven, West
the Blue,
Virginia,
the
Blue
Blue
Ridge
Ridge
Mountain,
Mountains of
shining
Virginia.
through a river. Do, 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 do,
The
do,
Blue
do,
Ridge
do.
Mountains of Virginia were a Laurel and Hardy song, and it were #1 in the UK for a long time when I were a kid.
Yeah, but John Denver sang about them too.
Yeah, I know the Mountain Mama. Lay with the pigs. Lay with the pigs. I've laid with pigs over here. I've got pigs.
Digger's got pigs, he's got cows, he's got horses, sheep. He's got a farm over there.
Geese.
Harper's
Yeah.
Ferry. Yeah, Harper's Ferry is pretty cool, but like
What's that?
Harper's Ferry, West Virginia. I mean, but I don't like. I don't know much about it. I've been there, but I don't
Okay,
like.
family.
All right, Tammy, have a good night. Thanks for stopping. Bye, Ray. I don't. I don't know if that
Oh,
would
I've
be
got to
like
go to Memphis,
a destination.
Go and see Graceland as well.
Yeah, Graceland. Would you go see Neverland? Michael Jackson's Neverland Ranch?
No, no, I don't. I'll give that a miss. I'll
Yeah,
give that a wide berth.
life is old there. Older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like breeze. Country roads take me home.
But then if you know Nashville and the Grand Ole Opry and just places that are famous
Yeah.
that you hear about.
Geez, there's a lot of places that are famous.
Yep.
You can probably spend a couple years here.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it'd be. But I mean, I envisaged myself coming over for 2 or 3 weeks with Ron,
Yeah.
and then Ron either coming back for another short 3-week visit a couple of times, or Ron not coming back and me coming back and doing a 3-monther. But
Yeah.
I could easily spend a lot of time over there. It's just,
Yeah. I mean, you never know. You might get here and not like it.
I might not like it, but I seriously doubt that because I like nice weather. I like
Yeah.
American cars, and I'll go to a car show just to see the cars from the 70s. And
Yeah.
I like American cars. I like good food.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
And
I
it's
can't see you
so much
not
to
liking
see.
it, but, you know, because there's
And
just, I mean,
I can't wait to see a train. Wait for a train to go past, on a level crossing. A freight train that takes half an hour to get past would be fantastic.
yeah.
It's all
Yeah,
over
I
within
mean,
5 minutes here. Barrier
yeah,
comes down, train shoots past at 150 mile an hour, barrier goes up, and you drive across. You don't even get to see the train properly.
yeah. Pirates on my shoulder make me happy.
You see, there's
Yeah,
that.
I mean,
There's Quahog. There's Quahog to visit, and the Clam and places like that, and Oregon. There were. I don't know if you ever saw it. A series on TV called the Oregon Trail,
I've heard of it. I've
and
never watched.
it were about when they were going west, to open the west up,
Yeah,
and it was in those days, wagon train days, and that were really that took me as imagination when I was a kid.
yeah,
Like I say, we learned a lot of America from TV, and that made you want to see it. When I was
right.
little, it was Sesame Street every Saturday morning.
Well, I think there's places out there that still have the wagon trails, the ruts, and
Yeah, and there's
they
cowboy
still
towns,
have
isn't there,
it.
over there still? Deserted cowboy towns.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of ghost towns out
Oh,
west. Oklahoma, Arizona, Montana. There's a lot of ghost towns. A lot
yeah,
of towns that
that,
were and
that would
that
be
are gone.
awesome. That'd be
Yeah,
awesome to see that in real life.
yeah, yeah.
Proper cowboy towns,
Yeah, I
just
mean,
like
there's
in the
so
movies.
so many places here. Um, yeah, there's just so much. I guess it just really depends what you want to see, you know?
Everything.
Yeah.
You
Visit
can't
New
go
York
wrong.
last, because if you go there first, you're going to want to get back on the plane. I don't know.
My son went to New York with his wife, uh, just for a long weekend, and he went up the Empire State Building, and he
Yeah.
said that was brilliant, that was fantastic, the view and everything. He went to see the monument from the World Trade Center and pay his respects, and he said it were great, but he were walking, and I told him to be careful, and a Chinese woman had said to him, "Oh, we've got bags for sale. Come with me," and tried to lure him up this back alleyway.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, "Do not go." I texted her. I said, "Do not go up that back alley. Don't do it."
Yeah.
And he said, "No,
Yeah.
we didn't. We're walking away. Don't worry." I said, "Look
Yeah.
for a copper. Look for a copper if you have to." And I said, "If you go towards the copper, the China woman will do a runner.
Yeah.
She's not going to
I
try and
never
persuade
heard of
you to
that.
do anything."
Yeah, I mean, I don't, I'm sure there's parts of New York that you don't want to go to. I'm not a big New York person.
It's just because it's fit. Like there's the Central Park, there's the Flatiron Building, and Madison Square Garden. Uh, Places
Things
like
like
that.
that.
I mean, my sister-in-law went and got married in Vegas, and she said she wasn't impressed because everything there was geared for tourists.
See you, Austin. Thanks for coming by. Take care, buddy.
By
Yeah,
Austin.
I mean, Vegas is a tourist town. It's
Yeah.
like,
And she said it was just like visiting. We have a smaller version of Blackpool over here,
oh, yeah,
except
yeah,
it's on the coast. And she said it was
yeah,
just like being in Blackpool when it's warm weather,
yeah,
except it's bigger and what have you. But
yeah.
I'd want to see real America.
Yeah, I
Vegas is
mean, that's
nice.
like, yeah, like all the tourists go to Vegas, right?
Hmm.
I mean, you want to, I mean, I mean, for the most part, where most of the places where you want to go, there's going to be tourists at, right? Well, one way, either tourists from here or tourists from around the world.
Yeah,
Mount Rushmore, DC. See all the money. There's going to be tons of tourists there. But
there
I
is.
mean,
But I want to see real America as well, you know.
yeah. What's real America? I mean, is Kensington real America? No, that's not real America.
No, I wouldn't. You see, I'd be frightened to get out of the car in Kensington, to be honest.
I would be too.
I make all kinds of jokes about it, and I've watched these films where they film it all and what have you, but
Yeah,
I'd
yeah,
be, I'd be frightened to get out because I'm going to get mugged or stabbed or
yeah. No,
someone
last
threatens
thing you
me
want
with a
to do
needle for
is
money.
die
What
over
am I
here.
going to do?
Yeah,
No, real, just mom and pop places that you
yeah.
say that,
Little towns that are nice.
yeah, that reflect the real side of America. Especially if I've got Ron with me, I don't want to take Ron to
Yeah.
anywhere that might be dreadful.
Does Ron have something? Some places that she would like to see?
Kentucky for properties, yeah. She wants to look at the farms in
Kentucky.
Kentucky,
She wants to see farms.
in
Yeah,
Kentucky in particular, yeah.
Kentucky, huh? Why Kentucky?
I don't know. She started looking. Something came up, property for sale in Kentucky, and she saw the house. She said it didn't look very good from the outside, but inside it was beautiful.
Uh huh.
And the amount of land they had with it was great. And they get about
Yeah,
on horses. You
yeah,
know, they
yeah.
run down on horses.
Yeah, Kentucky's a horse state.
And I don't know though. I don't know. Is the grizzly bears live there as well? No,
Grizzly bears in Kentucky? No,
is there not?
no.
Oh, that's a good point then. What about mountain lions?
Maybe in the mountains if there's I don't even know. I don't know. I
Oh,
don't.
that's all right. I thought we
No,
might. I said they might be cheap because it's full of bloody grizzly bears waiting.
no,
They
no,
come and eat all your cows in night or something.
no. South Central Tennessee, about an hour south of the Nashville, is some really beautiful farm country. There's beautiful farm country everywhere. So it just depends where. I don't know why she picked Kentucky. But yeah, Kentucky's a beautiful state. Tennessee's a beautiful state. South Carolina's a beautiful state.
Yeah,
I
there's
mean,
just a lot. You see, you know, if I realised my assets over here, I could afford to move to America. The thing that worries me is the medical insurance costs because
yeah,
there's no health care system, is
yeah.
there?
No, you got to pay for it. It's expensive.
Yeah, being an old codger and not being
Yeah,
dependent on medication.
yeah. Medication's expensive. I don't know what it is over there. I mean, that would probably be, the one thing, that I don't want to say keep you from coming here, but it
It's
would
a
be a
fixed
big.
price there.
It's
Medication, you just pay
it's a
for the prescription.
so like how much is your medication that you get?
Well,
You know?
to be honest, because I have an industrial injury, I have what they call industrial injury disablement pension,
Right.
and my medication's free. But if I had to pay for it, I'd have to pay for a doctor to write the prescription, and each article on the prescription is $7.
Yeah, but here it could be, who fuck knows how much your medication would be here. Yeah,
And
that's
you've got
one
to
of the
pay
things.
insurance costs as well, haven't you?
That's one of the things about here. Healthcare is not cheap. Medications aren't cheap. Um, yeah, that's the sad part about it here.
Well, I read that if an ambulance has to come and collect you because of an emergency, it's $3,000.
I don't know if it's that much, but some places do charge you. Yeah,
What the actual crapola is that all about?
they might charge you like 500 or 800. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, because you know, I don't know, Digger. Our healthcare system, it might be great, but it's messed up. I mean,
You see, we
yeah,
pay for ours here by insurance called national insurance, and it's on
right,
top of your income tax, and
right,
it's proportionate to how much you earn.
right, right.
And
As it
mine could
should be,
be,
right? Here it's
yeah,
not. Like here it's not. Like healthcare is, they have different plans, but like it does I mean there is like low income healthcare here. I don't think it's that great. I really don't know about it, but um yeah, healthcare isn't cheap. I mean there's like yeah, I mean it's yeah, I that would probably be the only thing that would keep you from coming here, probably.
right. Well, in England, people have to pay for prescriptions from the doctors. The
Right.
medicine is free, but the prescription you have to pay for each item on the prescription. But the medicine doesn't cost you anything. Just the £7 that's on the prescription for it, or £7.50. But
But that's
and
cheap.
that's yeah. But if you're in Wales or Scotland, you don't pay anything at all.
Wow.
Prescriptions are free.
So just to like, what is like, I don't know, an average guy over there, an old average family, just average. What would they pay for healthcare? Like, what would that healthcare like you're
Is
talking about?
national your
Your
national
national,
insurance?
yeah, your
um,
national insurance. What do you think that would cost?
It's probably going to be about 11 or 12 bucks a week out of your wage. But
Really?
not, yeah, but not all of that is for the NHS. Some of it goes towards your pension stamps from the government as well. Yeah, it's probably, I think the most I paid were about that. It went really high at one point and then it came back down. And it's not a lot. It's not a lot. Your income
It's
tax is
not like
more.
it's not like $300.
Oh, no, no, no. No, nothing of the sort. You can go into any hospital,
Yeah,
anywhere, and
yeah.
just give them your details. They'll have you on their database. If you're not from here, you'll get treatment, but you'll have to pay for
Wigwag
it.
wants to retire in Tennessee. Yeah. Why Tennessee,
Um,
Wigwag? Why'd you pick Tennessee?
Chicken wings.
And Dwight's having chicken wings.
Nice. What did I have? Oh, I had a
Yeah,
half
what's
pound
that?
cheeseburger.
Oh, nice.
5 acres in Hillam. That's nice, George. And there's a snakes there in Tennessee.
So, what are you gonna retire there, George? What's there?
No
No
tax.
taxes, low cost of living. What do you mean, no taxes? Um, no sales tax
Is the wild animals there though?
in Tennessee? In
Yeah,
Tennessee, there?
yeah, in
Yeah, there's
Tennessee.
probably deer, maybe bear in the mountains, snakes. Yeah, I
Oh,
mean,
I'd have to keep that quiet from Ron.
but they're probably not going to come and bother you.
Well, you see, we have this thing over here, and they've reintroduced wild boar into the New Forest and different other places,
Yeah,
and it warns you there's wild boar
yeah.
living in here. The wild boar are protected. If you get
Yeah.
gobbed, it's your own hard luck. But if you see a wild boar, don't approach it. Don't make any noise. Stay away, especially if it's got piglets with it. Then you're in deep shit. And then you have a choice whether you want to go and walk in there or not.
Yeah,
You know what I
well,
mean?
it's different. It's different here, Digger. They don't protect things over here like they do over there. So, like, I mean, oh, that's
My
different here,
mate's
Digger.
my mate's uncle got bitten off a snake, an adder, which is the only poisonous snake we have. And it bit him on his arm because he went down to touch it, the stupid git. It was basking on a rock in the sun.
Yeah,
And he
why did
went
he do that?
because he's not right in head. And all his arm went black. All his arm swelled up. And he had to go
Wow,
to hospital. And when he come out of hospital, police went and charged him with interfering with a wild animal.
no shit. That's funny.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But
Same
he,
here, Japan and every other citizen country except ours, and every other civilized. Oh, you're talking about healthcare, Mystic? Yeah, I mean,
right.
healthcare is pretty messed up here. It really is. You wouldn't think it is, but
Yeah, Americans are getting screwed. I heard that you have to pay a lot of money for insulin if you're a diabetic.
yeah, a lot.
I don't know, Mystic. The snakes are protected. It was signposted. There's a big sign up that says, "Don't touch the snakes. They're an endangered species. They live here."
Everything's everything's protected over there, Digger.
Well, the thing is, there's a lot of wild animals that are on the brink of extinction. You know, they're really struggling.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, like, are rabbits protected over there? Huh.
Only in certain months of the year.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, I
if
mean,
there's
you
a,
can't like to hunt. Like, there's animals, deer, rabbits, squirrels. I can go on. You can only hunt them at certain times a year. You can't like just hunt them anytime you want to hunt them
yeah,
legally.
you can hunt. You can hunt a rabbit if there isn't an R in the month, a letter R in the month. That might be when you can't hunt them. I can't remember. You used to be able to
Whatever.
hunt,
Yeah.
you used to be able to hunt them with dogs. Now you can't hunt anything with dogs. That's banned. That's illegal now to
Yeah.
hunt with dogs. You've got to have permission from the landowner,
Right.
and
Well, here too. Yeah.
it's classed as ground game. So you can't hunt a rabbit. Say there's a park in a town a couple of miles away. There's a park and it's full of rabbits, and they're that used to people that'll come out to get food off you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't hunt those rabbits. You can't hunt rabbits that are on, like land that belongs to the town, like
Yeah.
park.
Yeah.
You cannot
Yeah.
hunt nothing on there.
Yeah.
You can't do anything.
Yeah. There's
You can't
places you
hunt
can't.
on
Same here.
national
You can't
trust
hunt.
land.
You can't hunt anywhere you want to hunt.
Most land over here is owned either privately or by the
Right.
National Trust or by the local authorities. So hunting is limited to the
Right.
private land where you've got permission.
Right.
And
Same
there's
here.
a time they can hunt deer. There's a time you can hunt rabbit.
All different animals. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few things you can and can't do, but the
Yeah. There's
snake,
some things you
there's
can't
big
hunt.
signs up. There's big
Yeah.
signs up warning you of the snakes, warning you that they're an endangered species,
Yeah.
and warning you what to do if you see one. And it also warns you what'll happen if you do get seen to interfere with one.
Yeah. I'm sure like you can't hunt an eagle here. They're in. They're protected. I mean, we
Well,
have
they are
protected species too.
all birds here are protected, all wild birds now. They didn't used
Yeah.
to be, but now they are. Because
Yeah.
people were shooting songbirds for no reason,
Okay.
just because they could.
Yeah.
And there's a big loss of habitat. It's only a small island,
Yeah.
so we don't
Yeah.
have the
Sure.
vast amounts of land and places for them to live. and then a disease came and wiped out a lot of the frogs, and so now they're protected. And we have toads, and those have always been protected because they're very rare.
So what are you going to do with that land? Just keep renting it, George, or maybe one day you'll move there? Take the whole family there, George. Build a big compound.
Can you build like a house on there, like off Little House on the Prairie? Can you do that, George?
Can you build a little house on the prairie? House there, George? Bring the whole family there. You could call it, I don't know, George Acres or something.
The Ponderosa.
You can call it Romanico Acres. So Wigwag wants to go to Tennessee because there's no state sales tax. There's other places that don't have state sales tax. But Tennessee seems nice. That's a nice state.
You see, if you came over here, you'd like the health service. You'd like that because you do get treated.
Yeah.
But if you haven't paid your stamp and you haven't got travel insurance, you do have to pay for it. But it's nothing like what you have to pay in America.
Yeah.
If, for example, there were a girl in London and she spilt a hot coffee on a shelf and burned, because it were red hot.
Yeah.
And they took her in an ambulance to hospital because they thought she burned herself. The doctor came to see her, and it were only superficial. And they put some stuff on and dressed it, put bandage,
Yeah.
wound dressings on and that. And then she did get charged because she was a tourist and she had to pay £7. And she couldn't believe that's all they asked for.
£7. That wouldn't get you. That wouldn't get you an aspirin over here.
Well, that's the cost of the bandages that they use. That's all that is. The doctor's going to be there anyhow, and the nurse is going to be there. Ambulances are free for everyone.
Yeah. You see, Mystic says, don't hurt eagles when you come here. Mystic, he loves birds. He loves animals. He's not going to hurt nothing.
Yeah, I wouldn't hunt anything.
Yeah.
To be honest, I wouldn't hunt anything at all. It's not in my nature.
Don't hunt eagles. Yeah. That's what's messed up about here. Like our healthcare is so messed up and out of whack. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I think that's because a lot of your politicians have probably gotten big kickbacks from the pharmaceutical industry.
I'm sure, but it's a big racket here. It's I don't know. Do doctors make a lot of money over there in the UK?
They have, once they specialise, they make a serious shitload of money. But as a general, when the junior doctors working in the hospitals, they work long hours and they don't have a big wage. But once they qualify, they get a very, very good wage. They get a free motor car every year and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure, it's the doctors, the insurance companies, the drug companies, it's everything, that's just making billions of dollars. Why people are
Over
walking
here,
around
they have to
sick.
declare it. If they get a gift from a company as an MP, you've got to declare that gift.
Right.
And if they don't declare it and it gets found out, which often happens, they'll end up in the shit. They have to resign and all that type of thing. End up with a lawsuit, end up getting prosecuted. And it's the same with if they're a director of a company, because sometimes to get around the gift thing, they'll say, let's make you a director of our company because our company wants to win the contract for the new motorway road, the new freeway.
Right.
And you're on the committee that decides who gets the contract. So if you're a director of our company for 150,000 a year, and you don't have to do anything for that, you're just named as a director,
Yeah.
and you're going to ensure that our company gets that contract, aren't you? Because you're getting 150 grand a year as a director. Now, at one time they got away with that, but now they can't. It's called a conflict of interest.
Right.
And so they could be a director of a company, but if they were a director of a company, they cannot vote on any matter or issue regarding that
As
company.
it should be. And that's
Yeah.
how it should be. Yeah. George
It
says
has
he
gone
can
on,
build
and
a house.
they're still crooked. There is
Oh,
crooked
yeah.
politicians yet still.
Yeah. There's criticists everywhere. So, but yeah, I think that would be like the big thing here for you is healthcare.
Cheap in Japan, yeah.
I
Wow.
don't know. Maybe you could. I don't know. It'd be stupid to just come here for a little bit and then go back when you need something done. You know?
Well, my oldest uncle had a place in Florida because
Right.
he worked for General Motors and he worked at the Mexico engine plant.
Right.
And he told me when he went on the shop, and this is back in the 70s, early 70s, when he
Right.
went on the shop floor in the engine plant in Mexico, he had to take a sidearm with him. He had to carry a pistol in a holster on his own shop floor.
Wow.
And
Yeah, that's great.
then he got back to Michigan and he was at Detroit for a long time. And then he got a place in Florida. He came back to the UK, but kept the place in Florida. When it got winter here, he flew out to Florida and did 6 months out in Florida and then flew back here for the summer.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you know. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty screwed up. Man, oh man. Jeez.
But Europe's the same. Your healthcare is free
Yeah,
in
it's the
Europe.
same. There's a lot of places it's like that, right?
Yeah, it's the single, I would say the NHS is the single most important asset that this country has.
Yeah.
It's the most important thing we've got is access to healthcare when we need it.
Yeah.
You can queue jump. There is private healthcare. So if my doctor said, I'm going to send you to a specialist, and the specialist wrote to me and said there's a 6-month waiting list, which can happen.
Yeah, sure.
But I felt it were more urgent than that. I could contact the specialist and say, I'd like to come as a private patient for the diagnosis, the initial consultation, and then they'll
Right.
say, okay, come as a private. Now, back in the 80s, my dad paid for me to go and see a specialist privately, and that was 25 quid. Now, I know now, my
Yeah, it might be
sister-in-law needed to see a specialist for a cancer scare. The waiting list were big, so I said, let's go. I'll pay for the consultation privately.
Yeah.
And it was only 200 quid.
That's cheap.
It's 200 quid that she didn't have at the time. So I just said, look, don't worry, I'll get it.
Yeah.
And luckily
That's cheap.
it wasn't cancer, so everything was fine.
Yeah. Yeah. But $200, yeah. That's cheap. Yeah, you're not getting much here for I mean, yeah, I mean it's just like it's crazy. I mean, no, it's crazy. Um
But
yeah.
yeah, your consultants here, your surgeons and your consultants are driving Bentleys and stuff. They get good money. They get paid well.
Yeah, Mystic, I don't think George is going to build a house there. The wife won't let him.
Yeah, but can you
The
just build a
wife's
house
not
without
moving.
planning permission, like they do in Alaska?
No, you need permission. You need permits and shit like that to build a house anywhere in
Not
the
in
United
Alaska.
States.
In Alaska, I've seen them just chop trees down and build a log cabin.
Yeah, I'm sure someplace in Kentucky can do that too. But but George's wife doesn't want to move. She's got grandkids in Florida. She doesn't want to move to Tennessee.
The grandkids might want to come with you.
Yeah, they
Imagine,
might. That's what I
imagine
told
the fun. Imagine the fun the grandchildren will have visiting Tennessee to the farm, to the grandparents' s- small holding farm.
Yeah, but it sounds like his wife ain't going to go for that though. She wants to see the kids probably every day. She
Tell her
see
to
the
watch.
kids every day, George?
Tell her to watch on Golden Pond with Henry Fonda and Jane Fonda.
Yeah.
Have you seen
I
that
don't
film?
I can't even believe like Ron will leave the animals for like 2 weeks.
Neither can I. But she did say she was dying to visit, didn't she?
I don't know, but I just can't believe she's going to leave her animals.
She's done it before. We went on holiday before, and she left them. She was upset and wanted to come back at one point. That were a dreadful trip, anyway. Some
Yeah,
friends persuaded us to go camping.
camping.
And when I say camping, I don't mean like you guys do it with a big RV and all mud cons. I mean in a fucking tent on the ground.
Yeah,
Um, Never
that's
again. Never. I'll
that's
never
no
do that
fun.
again. I
You don't
did it
want to
when I
do
was
that
young.
when you're young.
I did
You
it when I was
definitely
young.
don't want to do it now. Screw that.
I did it when I was in my late 40s. I'd never do it again. It was terrible.
Yeah,
We
I
had
bet.
an airbed mattress, and it was cold, and it were lumpy and bumpy, and it were uncomfortable, and you woke up damp and horrible, bloody horrible it were.
Mystic's still trying to get George to build a house in Tennessee with a layout. Good luck, Mystic.
Mm.
Mystic, where do you want to retire to? Do you want to retire to someplace?
Yeah, free rent and a washing machine. Watch the
Yeah,
film. Watch the film, George, on Golden Pond, and that's about Jane Fonda going to her parents when they're elderly with her young son, and getting on with the grandparents where they visit them at a place
yeah.
called Golden Pond. It's a good film. I liked it.
That's a good question, huh, Mystic? Would you retire to Japan, Mystic?
Yeah, that's a good place to go.
There's like, I don't really like traveling, but I think Japan is someplace that I would like to visit. Probably never going to, but that's probably like one place that I would like to visit. Just, I don't know, just because.
I was all set to visit, and I had a friend in Japan, Mariko, in Gifu Prefecture, but she died in the tsunami earthquake.
I remember you saying,
And
yeah, it's a shame.
we used to correspond a lot, and these things happen, though, don't they?
Yeah, yeah, for
I have a
sure.
friend. I have a friend whose son is in Japan teaching English now, and he's got a
Oh,
Japanese
wow.
girlfriend,
Yeah,
and they're going to get married, and he's going to stay living there. He prefers it.
yeah,
He
yeah.
much prefers it. Yeah. Would you retire to Japan though, Mystic John? You'd be revered over there, wouldn't you? You'd be revered as a mystical.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just think, you would be like in N scale heaven over there.
Oh yeah, the stuff, and they make a car in Japan. It's very much like a Hot Wheels or a Matchbox, but it's a Japanese make in tiny black boxes. And holy crap, you want to see the detail in those things, man.
Really?
Oh, they make ours look like piss, honestly. They're really good
Who
to
makes
town. They know what
who
they're
makes
doing.
who
Some
makes them?
Japanese I don't know, some Japanese company, but they're very
You don't have
expensive
any?
to get. Oh no, they're
You
very
don't have any?
expensive. You've got to
Yeah.
get somebody to send you one from Japan, or someone who's visiting bring you one.
Wow. I would die in Japan. Why would you die in Japan? They don't always have to eat seafood. They got other things to eat. My son ain't moving. He's set on his job.
Right. Ah, well, your son can stay there,
Yeah, you can stay there,
and
George.
then you just visit. They just visit you at your small holding out in
I
the
don't
country.
know. Doesn't sound like George is moving to Tennessee.
I had different retirement plans before I met Ron. I planned to retire at 50 and retire to the Canary Islands,
Really?
just off the African coast there, yeah, Forteventura. I had it all worked out, and then I met Ron.
Damn, and she put a kibosh on that.
Didn't want to go. Didn't want to go. Wouldn't leave her family, you know.
Yeah.
So
Have
I
you
said,
been to the
well,
Canary Islands? Have you
oh yeah,
been there?
yeah, lots.
Yeah.
I used to go before I met Ron. I used to go 3 times a year.
Really?
I love the place.
Is
Lovely
that
and
the
warm.
proper? That's the proper pirate place.
Oh yeah, absolutely beautiful, lovely and warm. Just off the coast of Africa. It's all European. There's nothing, and there's some Stone Age stuff there, and it's well maintained and kept tidy and everything. It is for tourists.
Who who owns it? Who owns it?
Spain,
The British?
no,
Who?
Spain. Spain owns
Spain.
it.
Okay.
You take very good
What's
care
the
of it, you know.
What's the language? Spanish?
Main language Spanish.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Dutch speakers and a lot of English speakers and a lot of German speakers. German's an easy language, very similar to
Yeah.
English, so it doesn't matter. Most of the Spanish people that work there have to know either English or Dutch or
Okay.
German. So they have to be
Right.
fluent in their own language in one of those. But yeah, it's an easy place to get on with. It's easy. It's a nice place, but Ron didn't want to go, and I've got to respect that. And I changed my retirement plans. I had to retire even earlier than I anticipated.
Right. Right.
And this is why she doesn't always give me a hard time, you know, because my retirement is what I wanted to do. And
Yeah.
I had to change them plans. And now I'm doing what I wanted to do because I'm not doing what I originally wanted to do, you know. So I'm just,
Yeah. Yeah.
she's happy enough for me just to toss it off all day, wandering about the house doing nothing.
Well, that's good. What's your choices? You're not going to go to work, so,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
exactly.
Mystic's worried about being lonely over there. Mystic, how many friends you got in Rhode Island? I mean, you know,
We can still
are you ever?
internet each other, Mystic. We can
Yeah.
still
I
all be
mean,
on the internet together. So
you
long as
know.
we've got the cyber buddies.
So here's the thing, right? I have probably,
Fish oil. No, ground nut oil they use out there.
other than my family, right? My family, other than my family, I probably have 2 friends, 3 maybe that I see regularly, right? That's it. I mean, I have acquaintances, that, friends that I just randomly see. I don't see them all the time. But I have probably 3 friends that I see, 2 that I see, 1 that I see all the time. The other 2 randomly, not, but they're friends. I mean, I consider them friends. Uh, so, I mean, really, I probably not see, but I see you guys more than I see friends here, you know.
Hmm.
So I mean, you got the internet. I know it's not the same, but it is sort of.
It's as good
You
as it
know,
gets for now.
yeah, it's as good as it gets, right? I mean, it's better than nothing, right? Unless you want nothing, right? Unless you don't want to be around people,
I've
which
got a
is
few
fine too.
things up and down. Like I say, I can't associate with anyone I used to work with. When I'd like
Right,
to know where each other lives or anything like that, when I'd like to come into contact, and if we see each other in the street, when we're not even allowed to acknowledge one another.
right.
Um, so that's not a problem. I don't see anyone that respect. I've got a friend who calls over now and again. That's a friend who was attacked and stabbed in the forest the other day.
Right, right.
He's doing all right, by the way. He's doing okay now.
That's good.
And uh, he's friends with my oldest son, Steve, more than he is with me now. So he'd see him. Wow, George, that's cool. Which island? Do you know which island they were from? Canary Islands. His relatives are from there. His ancestors. But apart from that, there's nobody. There's nobody here that I can say I see so much of that I've missed.
Yeah,
Apart from my family. Apart from my
right,
family, my wife, my brother, my sons,
right.
grandkids, daughter, stuff like that. But
Yeah. And then, the older you get, people disappear,
yeah,
people die, you know. Um, yeah, I mean, it's just how it is, right? Pretty soon, you don't want to be the last one, but there's a chance of it happening.
yeah,
I know most of you would lend a hand if asked, and I would do the same. But what I meant was there is no one in my immediate area.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying.
Dwight has no local friends. That's why you've got us, Dwight, innit?
Yeah, I
I've
mean,
got neighbours that I know, but you know, neighbours locally, but
uh,
I don't go
I
out. I
mean,
don't go out unless I have to. Yeah, that
that's
happens.
how it is. I mean, the older you get, yeah, people just die. I mean, unexpectedly or they get sick or whatever. I mean, there's people that have died that were friends of mine that were way younger than me that I never thought that I would live longer than them. Never, ever. But,
Yeah, I've lost friends that I knew from school that have died already.
yeah. And it's just like, it's crazy. I mean, you just never know. I mean, you don't know. But, we're all just on this earth together. Yo, Collins Ensgage. What's up, Colin?
Hiya, Colin. Good to see you, mate.
How are you, buddy?
Wow, yeah, pneumonia is a killer. You just got to make the best of things as they are, and
Yeah, for sure.
this is as good as socialising, isn't it? We're all socialising on here, hanging
Yeah, I
out.
mean, I look forward to these every day because it's kind of like, you know, I don't come home to anybody, you
Mm.
know.
Yeah, that's got to be difficult at times.
So
I
it's
know
like I
that's
come
difficult
home and, do whatever, but I come home to you guys, I mean, and hang out with you guys.
Mm.
And yeah, I mean, it's a
Yeah,
nice
I
way
look
to
forward to it. I
unwind.
look
And
forward to it too.
I look forward to it every day, pretty much. That's probably why I go live every day, just because it's just, it's the way to interact with people and socialize with people that, you know, I like socializing with, you
Yeah,
know. It's like, you come across people during the day and yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe you like talking to them, maybe you don't. But uh, I look forward to this because I enjoy everybody that
Yeah, me
comes into
too.
my chat. Whether we don't all have to agree on everything in life, right? But we all understand each other and we all get along with each other.
Yeah, and we've
And
all got opinions.
that's we all have different opinions, right? Not all of us agree on the same things, whatever it
Me
is. Some
too
of us
with
like
them.
vanilla ice cream. Some of us like chocolate. It's just how it is. I'm bummed when Jerry doesn't do lives. I look forward to his every day after my nap.
Me too.
Yeah, I
Me
mean,
too.
I get bummed too sometimes when I don't see you guys, but for the most part, I try to, and
Yeah, it's where we all hang out
you
in
know,
it at Jerry's
that's
every
why.
night.
Yeah, that's why we all hang out. It's like I look forward to it. You guys look forward to it, and if there were only 3 or 4 of you here, I wouldn't care. It wouldn't be. It's not like I don't come here and do live streams to bring a lot of people into my live stream. And not that I would ignore people, but it's just like, uh, you know, I'm just here for, whoever comes in and that's it.
Yeah,
Mm.
I've just
Not
read
too bad. My
George's
knees are
comment.
giving me a bit of a jib. Yeah, hang in there, buddy. My knees give me a
They're all
jib too.
volcanic. The Canary Islands are all old volcanoes from old days. The one I like was called Fuerteventura, and there's stuff. Cavemen lived there, back in Stone Age.
I didn't know there were a bunch of islands.
Yeah, the Canary Islands.
So
I
there's a
think there's
bunch of them.
4 or 5. 4 or 5. Yeah,
Are some
but
smaller than others? Are some
yeah.
like not? Are some of them not inhabited?
There's one that's not inhabited, and it's an area of outstanding natural beauty. It's got a rainforest on it and all that business, and you can't go unless you're a scientist doing science work, you know, like
Are there like
Galapagos.
any cannibals? There any cannibals on there?
I've no idea. It's a bit like that Galapagos place, you know. You
Okay.
can't go to Galapagos unless you're doing a science thing, and then you
Yeah.
to agree you can't change anything or hurt anything, can you?
Yeah. Mystic, just think if you went to Japan, Mystic, you could tell your wife you want to move by Kado. And you can get like a part-time job at Kado, maybe. Maybe you build layouts there for them.
Would you not?
Just
Would
think.
you wear traditional Japanese clothes, Mystic, or would you just wear your ordinary American Western gear?
Do they walk around in Japanese clothes over there all the time?
Some of them do. I've seen
Do
them.
they? Yeah.
Geisha girls. Is it geisha or geisha girls?
Geisha girls?
Yeah,
Kado is in
a
Tokyo.
hair in the bum with
Uh,
sticks coming
way
out.
too expensive. Yeah. Maybe they have some place over where you are, though. But you'd be in the land of N scale over there, Mystic. I kind of not think you would like it. The only thing that would suck, Mystic, is I don't know how you would make a live stream over there. What time is it over there? What time is it in Japan, Alexa? Alexa, what time is it in Japan?
In Japan, it's 7:49 a.m.
There
I
you go.
mean,
You've been up and about.
you'd have to be like retired, I guess, and you wouldn't have nothing to do with 7:49. That
Yeah,
would be
well,
the
it's
only
talking
downside.
about retiring to there. And 7:49, 10 to 8 in the morning, he'll be up and about. It's 10 to midnight here. I'm still up and about. We'll be fine.
Yeah, yeah. The
Well,
only
it
other
is
stuff
land
that
of the
would be
rising sun. It's the first country that starts today, isn't it? Japan, the land of the rising sun.
what's it? What starts today?
Oh, it's equinox day, isn't it?
Is it?
Special occasions and restaurants and stuff. So he'd wear the gear. full-on samurai. I will, Wigwag. I'll research it and get back to you with that, mate. They're fantastic, and they're made. It's not tiny cars of Hong Kong; those are Chinese. It's and those are very good. They're tiny cars from Hong Kong, but these are the Japanese ones. And
What scale are they?
164,
Oh,
same
okay.
as Wheels and Matchbox, I think. And they were mentioned. You know, you can get Johnny Lightning and Green Light, which are much more refined and detailed than Hot Wheels and Matchbox. Well, these make Johnny Lightning and Green Light look like children's toys.
Huh.
They're very highly prized. You know, like if you've got a
Are
Japanese,
they only make so many of them? They're like limited.
I don't know. I don't know much about them. It's just that they were
Okay.
mentioned on a group, and somebody was going, or they got one sent to them. You know, and they were parading it about on the internet like they just won the lottery.
They probably did win the lottery. Yeah.
But it's like, you know, when I were younger, if you'd a Japanese phone, well, no, we didn't have mobile phones then, but if you'd a Japanese watch,
Yeah.
it were good, and you'd be saying, "Oh, get back, new watch on here, keep away. Seiko is this, get back."
Yeah. And Japanese make good stuff. Kato, Tommy Tech, Tomex are great companies, great products for N scale. Yeah, they sure are. You'd be in the land of N scale over there, Mystic, in Japan. Domo arigato, Mr. Mystic. They would look up to you. They would probably.
They are the good engineers of the Japanese, you know,
Yeah,
and they can get it. They can get a product and improve it 100 times over, you know.
sure can. So round two owns Johnny Lightning and a ton of other model brands. It would be cool to be an N scaler in Japan. I'm
Yeah,
sure it would. I mean,
there's a lot of things to Japanese culture that are good.
yeah, I mean, you pretty much don't have a choice. You're not going to be an HO scaler over there in Japan, wig wag. He'd be the only one, probably.
Round two ones, Johnny. Right. Round two.
Wigwag, do you collect Hot Wheels and all those things? Johnny Lightning?
You see, the Johnny Lightning makes some really good stuff, as do Green Light. But I can't remember what they called those from Japan. I saw my highest dandelion on one of the Canary Islands. It was 30 feet tall. It's the oldest weed. Wow. Do you know there's not a lot growing? There's a few cactus and stuff now because they've been imported from Mexico back in the day. Highest dandelion, I wonder.
They got a lot of brands. Mini Metals. And they make mini metals?
Yeah, that is cool. Slot
I
car,
didn't
all like
know.
the electrics.
I didn't know round two makes mini metals, the N scale stuff, and HO scale.
What slot cars do you collect, Wigwag? Are they like scale electrics, 132 scale?
Huh.
Oh, look. Do you see that?
What?
I went off
Oh,
again.
it did it.
Did it?
Yep.
Boot me out.
2 out.
Boot me out and I'll come back in.
Wow. Yep, it did it again. Bastards. for my highest dandelion on one of my canarios is 30 feet tall. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, coworker does. I do collect slot cars. Sorry it happened. Yeah, I saw it. Boom, at 2, and just before 2. 2 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, it says here started streaming 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
They're dodgy, aren't they? Exactly
Yeah.
2 hours missed it, yeah. It's your scale
Nothing.
slot card, which are 1/64th. Now I have one of those. I don't have a track for it. And I got it in some sort of collection. I think over here, Hornby own a company called Scale Electrics. And they're at 132 scale cars. I've got a couple of Mercedes. One sec.
I'm glad Pappy found you, Mystic J. That was a funny video Pappy did. Oh, yeah.
That's a
That's a
Scale
slot
Electric
car.
Mercedes. And it's got the that underneath is 2 pickups because
Yeah.
the track has a rail that's electrified and
Right.
the ones between it. And the 132 scale.
Huh.
And I've got a tiny one that Scale Electric's made for a smaller track. That's about 1/64 scale.
Okay.
And I don't have the track or anything for that. A 30-foot dandelion, that's something else, isn't it? They are a big scale. They are, yeah, it is a big scale. It is very big. And you need a lot of room. If you want to set a good racetrack up, you need a lot of room.
You need a big area. That's like
Yeah.
O scale, right? It's like bigger than O scale, probably.
When I was at high school, we had a Scale Electrics club
Oh, really?
that ran one night a week after school, and we could set it up either in the assembly hall or the dining hall. But it took a long time to set it all up, you know.
Yeah.
And then we raced each other and had time trials and stuff. One or
So
two
what would
kids that were
HO
involved.
scale? HO scale slot cars, what size are they?
Like a Matchbox car size or thereabouts.
Like those cars behind you?
Yeah. Yeah, like a Hot Wheels. Those are 1/64. Not all Matchbox are, because some of them are scale fit to box. So they make them to fit the box that they come in.
Hurry up, Mystic. Hurry up, Mystic. I'm not going to be here much longer.
It keeps disappearing, does Mistake, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't know what he's
Got
doing over
something
there.
going on. Whoa, Rick Bailey.
Yo,
Good to see you, my
Rick
friend.
Bailey, what's up, buddy? How you doing?
I've got some 1/50th scale stuff as well. I'll just show you this truck, one sec.
All right, George. See you later, man. Thanks for coming in. Have a good night, buddy. Take care. I'm doing pretty good. I think Digger's doing all right.
Yeah, I'm good, thanks, Rick. This is a 1/50th scale, and it's a Corgi. What they call a super detail. It's a collector's, not a toy, really. I bought this cheap because it were a friend of mine, and he's lost the mirrors off it. And
Yeah,
they're purely for sitting on a shelf of these, and not for playing with. Kids
yeah.
don't get those to play with. And
That's big.
yeah, they're expensive. You can buy them, and they're expensive to buy brand new in the box. But
Yeah.
get them second hand, get them pre-owned, and you can get some good bargains. And they build them after a real. That's a real company in the city, the other side of the Pennines from me in Leeds.
Okay.
I think I paid about 30 quid for that. And if I were to buy it new in the shop, I'd be looking at 70.
Wow.
And I paid 30 and I got another, I think 40 all told, because I got another wagon with some cars on that were the toy corgi ones, you know. They weren't
Okay.
they weren't the display ones, but the toy ones are very collectible as well.
Corgi made really nice cars, didn't they? Like race cars,
They made all kinds, yeah.
like Formula One cars and GT cars and things like that. I remember seeing Corgi diecast cars years and years ago, and they were nice.
Yeah.
Now Google just reminded me my birthday is coming. It's just another day. Well, yeah, it is just another day, but it's still your special day, Dwight. You going to take yourself out on a date on your birthday, Dwight?
That's a corgi.
That's just a plain corgi.
Yeah. But it's very collectible. It's from back when I was a kid. I didn't have this model as a kid, but I would have bloody loved it. And I would have
Yeah,
looked after it a lot better than that. But
that's
yeah,
nice
that's the
stuff.
kind of stuff Corgi makes, as he made back in the day. Very highly collectible now. They're not. It's rare to find them in good condition because they were kids' toys. You
Yeah,
know, people knocked them about.
yeah.
Yeah, Corgi Chevy Impala.
Yeah. 59, 58. Does it say?
No, doesn't say the year, but they made them over here, and this is what got kids here interested in American cars
Oh,
because
okay.
they were better than the shit we had over here. You know, would you rather drive this or a little Mini Cooper 850 or something?
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
an Austin 1100 piece of crap. They were nice in their
yeah,
own right, but not as
yeah,
good as this. You've got a choice.
yeah.
You're going to drive this, aren't you? You're going to have the Chevy Impala.
Big, big boat. Yeah,
Yeah.
J2's birthday is every day. He's still not giving that up, is he? You need to buy yourself something. What are you going to buy yourself? Buy yourself something good. Hurry up, Mystic. I'm going to go. You got to get up early.
Oh yeah, it's on the. Oh, it's Friday, isn't it? Yeah, crikey, that's gone quick this week.
Yeah, it's Friday.
I bought a couple of Rolls Royces, from 1970s, brand new, mint condition in the box. That are Corgi, and I bought those a couple of months back, and I've got those on display. I don't think it's wasting money, and I don't know why I've done it. You know the Duke,
Because you like them.
I do, yeah, and I'd have loved to have owned something like that as a child, and
Yeah.
I didn't have the resources to own stuff like that. Some of
Yeah,
them
so
I've
sometimes, you buy things that you wanted as a kid now, even though you're probably not going to play with them or anything. It's
yeah.
just,
My older brother, we had over here, we had what they called Action Man, that was equivalent to GI Joe. It was actually belonged to the Hasbro company, and they licensed it to a company in Britain called Palatoy. And they were like GI Joe, but they called it Action Man. And he had those as a child. He loved them. I loved my cars. He loved those figures, soldiers and stuff. And now he's got older. Well, he's older than me, but he collects them,
yeah.
and he must have over 100.
But that's not many.
Well,
Sounds like a lot. I mean, shit, I
that's
had
a,
100. I had 100 matchboxes when I was a kid.
no, 100 Matchbox cars is all right. 100 GI Joes,
Oh, well, I mean,
and
there are
I've
people
just
that collect like Barbies and stuff, and they got tons of them.
yeah, Mystic John,
Yeah, yeah,
Mystic
Mr.
John,
John. He collects Barbies. He's got a house full of them.
like Smithers
He,
on The Simpsons. He collects Malibu Stacy's.
he would have a bigger train layout, but the other room is filled with Barbies.
Yep, you can't get in there for Barbie dolls.
Yeah,
Scarlett
the
O'Hara.
matchbox cars from the 60s. That's nice.
Well, I'd like to see those, Dwight. Could, can you do a video on them?
Yeah, Dwight, show us a video. Now you
That'd be
done did
cool.
it.
I'd like to see. I really would like to see those. Of a lot.
Wigwag,
I can
Dwight's
actually give
birthday.
you a value for them over the internet. I can
Dwight's
tell you.
birthday is the 28th, Wigwag. 28th. Mark your calendar.
They're
Yeah,
all in bad shape,
they're
Dwight.
in bad shape.
I'll tell you why they're
So,
all in bad shape. And the reason they're in bad shape is because they were a very cheap toy. Over here, when I were a kid, they were 30 cents a quarter. And so the parents weren't bothered if it got wrecked because it cost them nothing.
yeah, they were probably. I don't remember how much my Hot Wheels or Matchboxes were when I was a kid. I guess a quarter. I
Hmm.
remember. You remember like. I remember when you got some Matchboxes, you used to get a coin, a metal coin. Did you used to get them? Matchbox or Hot Wheels? I can't remember what it was. It
I
was
think it
like
was
a
Hot
metal
Wheels.
coin, a
I
metal
think it
like coin of the car too, or something. I just remember them.
could have been Hot Wheels, that. You see, Rick Bailey likes Barbies. He collects Barbies as well.
Yeah, Rick likes Barbies.
Red Line Hot Wheels, those are nice wigwag. $4 or $5. What, for a Matchbox car?
Four, five for $4.
Oh,
Rick says.
all right.
Yeah, only if
Well,
you watch it, Digger. Well, of
I'm
course,
very
Digger's
cheap
gonna
for
watch
shit,
it.
yeah. I'm the one requesting the video. I'll tell you what they are, what the value is. But the vast majority of them are scratched up and a bit busted up. They call it play worn because they're a child's toy. They were never ever made to be collected and kept in mint condition. The
Yeah,
ones that are in mint condition are extremely rare, extremely expensive. Even if they've got the box, the double the price, the value doubles.
yeah. I
People
mean,
pay
it's very
twice.
rare that you're going to find cars from the '60s or '70s in those little packs that you got behind you. Kids took them
Yeah,
out and played with them, man. They didn't.
yeah.
They weren't saving them.
I got offered a Matchbox Ford Anglia in blue when I was last up in Colne at the train shop up there, and that was in its original box and it was in mint condition. And I wanted 52 quid for it, and that's about top whack. If if
Wow.
if I go up next time and I offer him 45, if he takes 45, it's worth it. You know,
Yeah. I think I have an old car I found while metal detecting. Oh, that's cool.
those suitcase packs, they make special colours and whatever just to go in those wigwag, and those are the valuable ones of the future. There's an Opel Diplomat that's turquoise, and if you've got one of them, it's $20,000.
Really?
Yeah, because they made them. They only made them in those carry packs in the suitcase pack.
Oh,
And
so it was like a whole pack of cars.
yeah, and one of them was an Opel Diplomat. Now they did a couple of different versions. They were always gold in colour, either matte gold or gloss gold, and they either had a grey engine or a silver chrome engine. But they were very few and far between in a turquoise colour. The turquoise was made only for those multi-pack suitcase jobs, and not a lot of them are
Look
about.
at, look at Wigwag. He's got over 50. 5,000 cars.
Bloody hell. Wow.
Where do you keep them all?
Wow, left them all behind. I had a red line as a child, and it were a blue hot rod. And I wish I'd have kept that. It was my favourite as a child. I don't know what happened to it.
Huh. Yeah, good old Hot Wheels. Hi, Nancy. How you doing?
Oh, Nancy. Good to see you.
How are you, Nance?
Yeah, that a lot of them are the same wigwag. Honestly, that's pretty common to find them in those conditions.
Couple big bins, huh? All scattered in the bin. But they're Hot Wheels.
Part of the
Lots of
fun is
track work.
buying a big bin of cars like that, and then going
Sorting
through them.
through. Yeah.
See what you've
Finding
got.
some gems. Finding gems.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Jeez. Yeah. Good old Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels made the Bugatti Veyron for a very limited time, and Bugatti, which is owned by VW, for some reason withdrew the license, demanded the dies back, and broke the dies up.
Really?
So yeah, for some reason they didn't want them to do it. They're doing the Bugatti Chiron, but the Veyron, they only allowed a few to be made, then they stopped them. Now, they're being made, Hot Wheels are being made in China now. And what's happening is the Chinese aren't right bothered about patents and copyrights and stuff. And on that Temu site, they're selling Hot Wheels, but they're not labelled as Hot Wheels. They're the exact same cars. I recognise them, but they're exact same cars. Doesn't say Hot Wheels on the base, and they're in different colours than the Hot Wheels ones. But they are
they
Hot
valuable?
Wheels.
Are they valuable? No.
They will be in the they will be in the future.
Yeah.
Like Matchbox sold a lot of their dies to a Bulgarian company.
Oh, really?
And they were worthless, and Bulgaria made them in different colours. Now they're worth a bloody fortune if you can get the Bulgarian ones.
Oh, really? That's interesting. Yeah, I wish I had mine too, Nancy. I used to love Hot Wheels and Matchboxes.
Yeah, I used to prefer Matchbox, and I probably still do the original Matchbox. I don't like these what they call concept cars, or they make some really stupid things that you'd never see on a road. You know what I mean? I'm not into that. I want cars that look real.
Yeah. Yeah. Those Transformers. Yeah. Transformers.
Robots
All right,
in
everybody. Huh?
Robots in disguise.
Yeah, great. Yeah. All right, everybody. I gotta go. I gotta get something to eat. Go to bed. Gotta get up early. Everybody, have a good night. Have a good Friday. See you Friday sometime.
Yep. Thank you, Jerry, for having us as a guest again. I've enjoyed myself.
Thanks for coming on, Digger. I appreciate you coming on and hanging out.
My pleasure.
My pleasure. A lot easier than typing. Yeah, it's good to see you, Nancy. Good to see everybody. Everybody have a good night. Be blessed. Take care. Be well. See you tomorrow. Yep.
Bye for now, everyone. Bye, Jerry.
See you.
Thank you.
See ya.
Bye now.